Hey everyone, we are the Gratitude Girls.
The Gratitude Girls are in the house. Hi, Lori. How are you?
Hi, Catherine.
How is everything?
Everything is good.
Good.
Rather hectic in our life, but good.
And that's a great way to start our training and our coaching call tonight. So first of all, welcome back to our members and to our audience. Thank you so much for going with us, going with the flow, so to speak, although I don't know if that makes sense, but going with the rhythm of what we have. Tonight, we're coming to you live. My name is Catherine Asaro Myers, affectionately known as Rara's in the house, and I'm broadcasting to you live tonight from lovely Niagara-on-the-Lake, Ontario, Canada. This is an international call, and I'm here with my amazing partner who is taking care of the tech, Lori Delk-Radecki, and she is broadcasting live from
a little town called Columbia outside of Nashville, Tennessee.
Right. So as you can see, Lori is setting things up for you. We're going to talk to you tonight. We're going to time ourselves so that you can get to the next thing that you have on your list of things to do. We're going to talk to you tonight about rest and relaxation. We'll do this within the next 8 to 10 minutes. Rest and relaxation. You might be wondering, what does that have to do with it? We'll bring it to the forefront. If you're tired, if you're fatigued, you will do a different job. You will perform differently. If your car, if your vehicle, if your plane, if your train, if that's not functioning, you would look at what is wrong. You would want to find out what is happening with it. So rather than wait for our bodies to just give us that message and shut down or derail, we're going to talk to you tonight about resting and relaxing so that you could work at your peak optimal performance. Lori, you can speak to this. Your son is a professional. He's a champion. Does he have to check in with his body before he actually goes and gets his medals and his awards?
Yes, absolutely. He has to check in with his body all the time, not only with himself, but he also has coaches, trainers that he checks in with to make sure that he stays in top shape. And he has naturopathic doctors that he goes to. He gets, vitamin C and B, IV, other natural things to help him be in tip-top shape.
Okay, so that's a particular level. So whatever level you're at when you're watching us tonight, you may say, well, that level's too high or that's not high enough. Whatever level you are at with your optimal health, think about how do you stay there? What are the things that you do? What's the best practice for you to keep your machine emotionally, spiritually, and physically running? We'll give you a few ideas. One is rest and follow the natural rhythms of your body. Listen to that expression, listen to your gut, listen to your instincts. If your body is telling you to take a pause or to observe, you don't have to stop or take a break, take an observation, just take a look, then do that. Feel it, see it, and read what it is that your body is telling you to do. Lori, you do that, don't you?
Yes, I do. And I can also tell you from experience that if you don't listen to your body and rest when you need to rest, sleep when you need to sleep, if you go, because you're building your business, you're working your life, you're working your business, you want to get to the top, whatever, all those things are great things, but you have to have balance. Because if you don't, and you don't listen to your body, then one day your body will say, oh, I'm going to make you rest. And like put you in the hospital for a month.
There will be a warning that your body will give you. If you recognize those warnings, you'll start to sleep more. You'll start to talk and listen more as opposed to going into autopilot. If we choose to ignore those signs, there will be different signs. We can guarantee you that. There are signals right now. Think about your body. Just feel it for a minute. What is it telling you today? If you're watching this live or you're watching the replay, are you relaxed? Are your feet up? Is your head set on? Are you just chilling, getting some information, grabbing some content so that you could enrich your life? Or are you doing 5 things at once, multitasking, sort of half listening? If you at the moment, if you're not in that state of understanding what you're doing and being really present, then you might be pushing yourself to the limits. It's important to be present with what you're doing. Lori, we've been there, we've done it. We've pushed the limits, we've burned the candle at both ends. Like you said, we can speak from experience. We know that in the long run, the better of the two choices for us has been to listen to our bodies so that our body doesn't take some drastic, radical action and stop us from what we're doing.
Right, exactly. And it is, and it's like Catherine said, your body gives you signals. So you need to learn to be in tune with your body and listen to what your body is telling you. Because everybody's body is different too. So even though, yes, it's important to have, like my son, is a bodybuilder, he has personal trainers, he has coaches that help him. But it's important for you to listen to your own body because there's no set plan for everybody. Everybody is different. Everybody has different things going on in their lives. Everybody has different, different families, different animals, different, spouse or partner or neither. Everybody has different things, right? Different work schedules or not. So you have to listen to your body to see what's right for you in your situation. But if you take the time to meditate, listen to your body, it will tell you what you need.
Lori, it makes me think about if we weren't in this business, we might, resist a little bit, but because we happen to have all the insights that we do have, I'll give another tip. If you're booking yourself every day at the same time, doing the same thing, and it's not a yoga class or meditation, you might want to rethink that. You might want to talk to a coach. You might want to speak to us. If you are pushing yourself to perform every day at the same time, and you're not in some type of competition, you might be pushing your body in the wrong direction. Perhaps you want to take a look at the entire situation for the day, maybe your weekly schedule or your monthly schedule, and decide, do you need to book yourself like that? How necessary is it? Having time to hold hands, take a walk, put your feet up, whether you take sun or not. I do. Whether you sit under an umbrella and still take sun. I do. Doesn't matter where I go. I think I'm getting a tan right now under the ring light. As long as you take time in your schedule to do things that matter instead of booking it and filling it. Yes, if it's not in your schedule, it won't happen. But take a look at a morning. If nothing is there, maybe it's a good day to read that book. Maybe it's a good day to be with yourself. If you don't leave any room in your clothes closet, you can't fit any more clothes. If you don't have any room for new shoes, where will you put them? Where will you go with your new ideas? Whether they're money making or energy making, we need to have some open space. So we invite you not to pack that schedule. Leave it open so that you can take the dog for a walk or just take yourself for a walk. Lori, have you done something today that you'd like to share with us that was off the schedule, but yet very enjoyable?
Yes, actually I did. So in today I did. I thought about taking the baby out for a walk. So a couple days a week I watch my little grandbaby, for those of you that might not know. So my daughter-in-law could go back to work. And so I get to be in his life more. And although I didn't go out for a walk because I couldn't find the stroller, it was probably in mommy's car, but I decided to walk around the house. I opened up all the blinds and the curtains in her living room, and she has it where it's the living room and the kitchen kind of goes in a circle. And we literally walked and marched around the kitchen and living room circle. And I did some little twists and I did some marches and I did some little swings, and all while holding an extra 20 pounds.
Yeah, isn't that fun? So it wasn't necessarily in your schedule, but you felt it, right? You did it. I went outside in the middle of the day and I took 2 phone calls. I actually didn't take 2 Zoom calls. I took 2 phone calls. I sat in a really comfortable chair. I sat in the sun for a few minutes and I actually decided, I think I'll do a few extra steps. So while I took the second phone call, I was getting my steps in. And then I saw some little black bugs that I didn't like, and I don't want them stuck in my hair. So I came in the house. But I did manage to take 2 calls and take in some steps because I thought, if I just sit in front of my computer all day and I don't vary from that, I am going to get Zoom fatigue, and I'm not interested in getting Zoom fatigue. So I changed my scenery like you did today. And if you can, change one of your meetings to a phone call or to a face-to-face or to something other than what you've been doing for the last, well, maybe the last 24 months, you can give your body a different message. You may have to think out of the box. It may take a little bit of effort. You may have to change your clothing or put on shoes or whatever you're not used to doing. But I invite you to give your body a different direction so that you could have a better result, that your body can stay tuned in, and that you don't get fatigued and get one of those messages that you just don't want to get. Some really, what could happen? You could get a headache, you could get a stomach ache. So rather than give you the power of suggestion, I invite you to feel revised and revitalized and refreshed. Rest, change up your schedule. And we're here every week. Something comes up, we let you know. But we're here. This is in our schedule, and we want to be here at our best. Imagine if we weren't. You might think, gee, maybe you girls should take a rest, or maybe we should say you gratitude girls should take a rest. So we want to set the example for you. We want to give you our best when we can. And we would like to invite you to do the same for those that you love and that are around you. Lori, is there another tip that you'd like to share before we finish tonight?
Yeah, the last thing I'll just say is one, it's all about balance. So like the same thing, even my bodybuilder son, he has days off where he doesn't go to the gym. He has cheat days where he will eat something off plan, even though 99% of the time he stays perfectly on plan. He's so disciplined in that area, but you still have to have balance, right? And, and like Catherine said, like we've said, you still have to have rest, but you have to change things up every once in a while also, so your body doesn't get stuck in that routine. And you need to find something that you love to do. So like one thing my son has at the house, he has some different gym equipment also. Even though he goes to the gym, he has gym equipment at home, right? Most bodybuilders do. But most of those I don't really care for. So like I like the elliptical, and that's the only piece of gym equipment really that I like, but he doesn't have one of those. So, but find something that you do. To me, to sing and dance around the house with my grandbaby in my arms and him laughing and smiling at me and making little coo noises back at me, that's happiness. That builds up that dopamine inside me, right? So find something that you love to do that is going to have that effect for you, because it's not just, it is a lot the movement, but it's also getting that dopamine effect through your body.
What a beautiful image. On that note, I wish everybody could have that feeling. I know what it's like to have your grandchild look at you and smile with you. No matter what anyone says, nothing can beat that, right? That's just such a great feeling. So Lori, looking at the time, what do you think we should do? Should we?
Yes, right now we are going to go into our private dining room. So if you don't know about that, go to gratitudegirls.com/coaching, read all the information there. If you have any questions, go to facebook.com/gratitudegirls. Make sure you like and follow our page, and then click to send us a message there and give us your contact information, ask us any questions you have, and come join us in our private dining room with our other people.
Thank you so much, Lori. Let's get a 2-minute rest before we go into our dining room.
Yes, absolutely. And we will see you all next week.
Good night.